D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can read them for yourself or just watch this video where I'm going to read them to you. Also, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that we got that out of the way, all the business, why don't we go ahead and get started with these 3 stories. So for my first story this week, you guys, this is a good one. So it was announced this week that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are teaming up to create a Karate Kid movie, and I was like, "Oh boy, we are going to be eating well today, if you will." So, and it puts that Jackie Chan with Will Smith's son Jaden into canon. So I'm curious to see if, as of recording this, if Hilary Swank will come back, because they did that show Cobra Kai on Netflix, and from what I heard, she was like, "I'm not coming back to that." And I'm all like, "But honey, you were a Karate Kid, and I love that Karate Kid movie with her in it. I love it. I love it when they bungee jump from the ceiling of a gym," and I'm all like, what? That's ridiculous, but I love it so much when she like jumps up on the hood of that car, and I mean, it's so good. Okay. So this article is from the Hollywood Reporter, and she said, "Call it the Karate Kid Cinematic Universe." Yes, let's do it. Ho, ho, ho. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. I love Jackie Chan, by the way. He's just so great. He's so fun and everything. Anyways, both of whom starred in Karate Kid movies decades apart, are set to reprise their popular characters in Sony Pictures' latest installment of the iconic coming-of-age martial arts franchise. Jonathan Etzwissel, I don't know how to say that last name, best known for his well-regarded and award-winning teen television drama I'm Not Okay With This and The End of the Effing World, is directing and the untitled feature that the studio is positioning as the fusing and continuing the mythology of the original franchise. Now, I just want to say right now that Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie, it wasn't my favorite, but I didn't think it was bad. Like when I got done watching it, I was like, you know what? I prefer the original movies, even the Hilary Swank movie, over that movie, but I am not mad about that movie. Like when I watched it, I was like, it's not a bad movie. It's just, I'm like, they didn't need to call it Karate Kid, but at the same time, they did call it Karate Kid, and I'm totally fine with that. So it says a global search for an actor to play the erstwhile title character launched. He's got a crazy name. Launched today with Chan. This was back, I believe it was on Tuesday, I believe. With Chan and Macchio kicking things off with the introductory video seen below. We're not going to watch that video, but they're basically, if you are Asian or half Asian, and I believe they wanted specifically Chinese, then you can apply. And they wanted between, I think, 15 and 17 years old. I can't remember if they say it in this article, but we're not going to get into that. So they're looking for, it sounds like, an unknown, which I am all about it. I'm like, give somebody a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it says, Rob Lieber, who credits include Sony's Peter Rabbit, love that movie, and Disney's Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, didn't see it, wrote the script. The plotline is hiding in the back of the dojo. However, it is known that the latest iteration will bring the story to the East Coast and focus on the teen from China who finds strength and direction via martial arts and tough by wise mentor. Let's see. Karen, to who cares, she's producing. Karate Kid launched in 1984 with the original movie being an unexpected hit. It starred Macchio and Daniel LaRusso, a Brooklyn kid. Okay, I'm not going to go through this, all the synopsis of the movie. But I think it does talk about the Netflix thing here. I can't remember. No, but we're not going to talk about any more of that. I will just say this, that I am quite excited about this movie. Now, I want to be honest with you. I have not watched Cobra Kai on Netflix. I know. Everybody I talk to is all like, you need to watch it. It's so good. I have no doubts that it's good. No doubts whatsoever. But I do think that this is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's always good when you bring back the original characters to a franchise. And I think it's always good when you pay homage to the original source, the original source movies or material, whatever it is. And I think this is a good play on Sony's part. Like, good for you guys. Like, you guys are really, really smart on this. Like, I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited for them, expanding the world of Karate Kid. I think it's going to be so good. And like I said before, I'm interested to see if Hilary Swank comes back. They need to bring as many people back as possible. All right, you guys. So that was my first story of the week. So for my second story of the week, and this one is upsetting, you guys, because I just want to say, I think Star Wars is officially over and everything. I think that Disney is making, so when it comes to Star Wars, they're making so many bad decisions, and I don't think that they know how to make a good one. Because it was announced Dave Filoni was promoted to chief creative officer to oversee all future Star Wars storytelling. Carrie, Beck, new head of development. Now, I just want to say, I think that Filoni, I honestly just don't think he likes Star Wars fans. And I think that he wants to everybody wants to talk about how he's like George Lucas's apprentice. Now, he is not a co-head of Lucasfilm. Like, everybody was putting out all these stories about how he was a co-head. No, he's just chief creative officer. So now they're going to come to him and just be like, what do you think we should do? And I have to be honest with you. Dave Filoni, when it comes to his Star Wars, I love the animated shows except for The Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is terrible. That show sucks balls. I do not like it. I'll cover the last season, though. But when it comes to Clone Wars, which he had a part in, and when it comes to Rebels, I think those shows are good. I even like the first couple of seasons of both of those, where everybody kind of gives it, they give it a raw deal and everything. But I think they're pretty good. So I think that Dave Filoni has walked down the path of Kathleen Kennedy so much because he's such a pussy boy that he's given in to whatever they say, that I don't think there's any salvation for him. So let's read this article a little bit, and I'll get into more of my feelings, because Kathleen Kennedy, I'm telling you right now, I have never seen somebody fail upwards so much like this woman. So, and she did it to herself. So, because she said, fuck you, fans, and wanted to make Star Wars into something that it wasn't, just so she could please herself and people that weren't Star Wars fans. And I go, why are you doing this? And everything. And and I'll talk about it a little bit more as we get into this, but yeah. All right, so it says Lucasfilm is undergoing slight structural changes in its leadership. Dave Filoni, former head of animation, who was promoted to executive creative director at Lucasfilm a few years ago, will assume the title of chief creative officer at the company, he revealed to Vanity Fair. I was going to read that Vanity Fair article, but like this little snippet right here was pretty much all it was. And I was just like, I don't need to read the rest of this because nobody cares about Dave Filoni and his stupid hat. I love how he wears that cowboy hat like he's a cowboy. I'm like, you're not a cowboy. In the past, Filoni was brought on board projects once they were already in development, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which he and Jon Favreau consulted on. Now he will be there from the very beginning, he told the publication. In this new role, it's open up to basically everything that's going on. When we're planning the future of what we're doing now, I'm involved at the inception phase. I'm not telling people what to do, but I do feel I'm trying to help them tell the best story that they want to tell. I need to be a help across the galaxy here, like a part of the Jedi Council almost. I mean, I don't see that. It sounds like to me that he's just going to come in and be like, give them studio notes, give them notes, and they can either take that or they can just send it right back. And me personally, I feel like people in Hollywood are just so stuck up their own asses that they're just going to be like, thanks, Dave. This was just like such good advice, buddy. Okay, bye. And they're going to be like, Dave doesn't know what he's talking about. All right, so the announcement comes a month and a half after the end of Ahsoka on Disney Plus, the first live action series he was the sole showrunner of. As Filoni explained, it was important for him before taking on a bigger role at the company to get his hands dirty in the day-to-day creative process of live action development after years in the animation division. Now, I want to be honest with you, I think Dave Filoni's best work is on animation. And I personally, if you watch any of my videos, I didn't like Ahsoka. I thought it was bad. It was bad. And I'm not judging anybody that liked it. If you liked it, by all means, have at it. And I'm so jealous of people that love stuff and I don't like it because I wanted to like Ahsoka. I did because Ahsoka is such a great character. But I was watching it and I was like, this is not Ahsoka. This is the Sabine Wren show. And I was like, and it was just so like, like the things I wanted to feel on that show, I did not feel them. I felt the opposite. And it was just so convoluted at times that I'm just like, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so it says, the first step to the executive produce and direct a few episodes of The Mandalorian back in 2019, aided by the veteran Jon Favreau. With the experience behind him, he then took on the challenge of creating Ahsoka from scratch and bringing it to life. Favreau was an executive producer there too, but from all accounts, it was Filoni's baby all along. Which I just go, that's probably the best choice for him to be the one to, because he created the character to kind of, you know, herald it into live action, but at the same time, it wasn't good. Now he feels he has what it takes to guide filmmakers to achieve the best story they want to tell in a galaxy far, far away. I don't think so, but we'll see. To truly help filmmakers, it was really important for me to experience it firsthand. I can also lend a perspective on the challenges of telling these stories will present, and I feel more capable of actually being helpful outside of just saying, well, Jedi are like this and Sith are like this. I mean, I also just want to be like, directing wise, he didn't blow me away. You know what I'm saying? I like watching Ahsoka. I wasn't just like, oh, this is a really good shot, or oh wow, the camera angle on this is just really, really good. I was just like, okay. The Vanity Fair article also went out of its way to stress that everything that was announced at Star Wars Celebration this past April is still in the works, and Lucasfilm fully intends to release their slate. That includes the live-action series The Acolyte. Ugh. I have a feeling that's going to be really bad. The Skeleton Crew, which nobody asked for and nobody really wants, which are the post-production at the moment, but also the feature films from Sharmeen Abdi-Choi, James Mangold, and yes, Dave Filoni. However, it's still unclear what Filoni's next step will be. I still don't think that those movies are going to be. I mean, the Rey movie will definitely get made because they are all in on Rey, and I don't understand why. But the other two, I mean, the James Mangold movie is up in the air. I do not know if that's going to get made. The season 2 renewal of Ahsoka is still not official. Well, and I see why. Ahsoka did not do good in the ratings, you guys. It did actually pretty bad, you know, in terms of Star Wars and in terms of ratings. I'm not going to read the rest of this article, you guys, just because I don't think we need to, because it just talks about like all this other stuff. But Ahsoka didn't do, like, people didn't watch. I mean, they came out, I believe, for episode 5. They showed up. I can't remember off the top. On Nielsen, I can't remember off the top of my head. But I just want to say, I don't think people are interested in Dave Filoni, and I'm talking about overall. People are interested in Dave Filoni's Star Wars because it's very like, you know, like all these, you know, like in this one, he's talking about the Force gods or whatever, the oh shoot, what are they called? I can't remember off the top of my head, you know, the father, the son, and the daughter and everything. And I have to be honest with you, that shit in Clone Wars was like my least favorite stuff. Like, I'm not interested in this at all. But, you know, Dave Filoni is all about it, and I feel like he's going to go full speed ahead. And is that going to make them money? And Star Wars needs to make money. You know, they're only doing TV shows right now. And I don't know, man. I probably won't be seeing these movies because I don't care anymore. Star Wars, and I was going to say this before, but I'll say it now. But After The Last Jedi, I was like all in on Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I literally spent so much money every year. And I'm talking about like coffee mugs, stationery, action figures. I would buy so many action figures. But after The Last Jedi, I literally stopped buying Star Wars stuff. Like I don't buy anything Star Wars at all. Like I don't buy anything. I think I bought a lightsaber for my kids one time because they wanted one, but other than that, and it was the cheap like $3 one at the store or whatnot. But I don't buy anything Star Wars anymore, like at all. So I mean, Star Wars is just, I feel like it's just, it's just a dying brand in my opinion, I think. And they need to either revamp it, refresh it, or just, like Luke says, just let it just let Star Wars die. Okay. So that was my second story of the week, you guys. So for my third and final story this week. Okay, you guys. So I did a video about this. And at the time of recording, Silver Surfer. Okay, so Silver Surfer, the rumor is that Silver Surfer is going to be a woman. And Jeff, is his name Jeff Schneider Schaefer? I can't remember his name. He's a movie insider, whatever. He's like a scoop or whatnot. He said plan to see Silver Surfer as a woman. And then I had recorded my video and everything. And then it came out that Anya Taylor-Joy, the rumor was that she was going to be playing the female Silver Surfer. And I'm going to read this article, but I just want to say real quick, I am 110% against this. I do not like this at all as the Silver Surfer as a female. And I just want to, hold on, let me real quick, because somebody in my last video posted this comment, and this is from Music Patreon 1693, had said, if you love Silver Surfer so much, how do you not know there's more than one Herald? I do know that there's more than one Herald. I'm just saying Silver Surfer is my favorite Herald. He's my favorite character in the Marvel Universe. Nova was second. Then it was, what's that big? And I just want to say real quick, Music Patron 167539. I don't owe you. And I mean, granted, you're not going to believe anything I say now, because if I say I'm the hugest Silver Surfer fan, I mean, you're just going to be all like, you just Wikipedia'd that. And that's totally true. I could have, but I don't need to prove anything to anybody. If you don't believe me that I'm a Silver Surfer fan, I do not give a shit. I don't care. Believe me or not, I literally don't give a shit. I am telling you, I'm not lying about this. Why would I lie about this? Of all things, why would I come and be like, Silver Surfer is my favorite character? Why would I do that? That's so like, why would anybody do that and lie about that? Anyways, so, yeah, I know that there's more than one Herald. I know that even Dazzler at one point in time was a Herald of Galactus. I know that Fire Lord is pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty much Nova, but a man, and he's got a staff and everything. But I'm just saying, Silver Surfer is my favorite. I do know plenty about Silver Surfer, but I'm just not going to go into it. Okay. Now back to this article. Now this comes from World of Friel. It says Anya Taylor-Joy is reportedly being eyed to play Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four. And this is written by Jordan Rumi. And I have problems with Jordan's Rumi's opinion, but it's his opinion. So it says, or her opinion, I don't know who Jordan is. I'm starting to suspect that all the hype surrounding Marvel's reboot of Fantastic Four is and has always been a Twitter thing. Maybe, I don't know. It just all sounds so too good to be true. It doesn't sound too good to be true. It doesn't sound too good to be true at all. The hype casting, the endless rumors, it just seems over the top. Do regular moviegoers actually care? They do not. I'm going to just say right now, my wife is a total normie. She's a regular moviegoer. I told her and she's like, oh, okay. My wife does not care who is playing the Silver Surfer at all. So it says the latest casting rumor of Anya Taylor-Joy in talks to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe in an undisclosed role. There's chatter that the role might allegedly be a gender swap Silver Surfer. Taylor-Joy portrayed another Marvel character, Illyana Rasputin, aka Magic, in Fox's 2020 X-Men spinoff, The New Mutants. which ended up being a hot mess. It did. Why would such a talented actress want to join the floundering mess that is the MCU? All right, maybe I don't disagree. I thought I read this and I disagreed with him a lot, but yeah, it is a mess over at the MCU. I can only imagine how big her paycheck might be. It's not going to be that big. It's not going to be that big. Taylor-Joy's credits include The Witch. I liked that movie. The Last Night in Soho. Loved that movie. The Northman. I liked that movie too. And The Menu. I actually liked The Menu too. All of, so far, everything. She's next to star in George Miller's Mad Max prequel, Furiosa, which I'm not going to lie, even though I love Charlize Theron and they should have cast her in that movie, I'm excited for that movie too. Because that first Mad Max movie, Fury Road, was so freaking good. It was so good. And I just want to say real quick, also, I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I love her. She's not only hot, I think she's talented as an actress. I thought, because she was a model, I thought she'd go, you know how you get some of those models, they go from modeling to acting and they're just god awful. And you're just like, you did so good. It was just like so good. And really, you're just like, oh my gosh, it was freaking terrible. I think that Anya Taylor-Joy, I think that she does a good job acting wise. So, and she doesn't do that thing where she just looks at the camera and smizes, and we're all supposed to be like, oh, she's so hot. No, I actually think she's good. So I do want to see her in the MCU, but I don't want to see a female Silver Surfer. I'm sorry, you guys. That's just you're not going to change my mind. Nothing they do could change my mind. Yeah. Okay. Of course, with Fantastic Four very much being a Twitter thing, there have also been rumors that Pedro Pascal, the most Twitter of current actors, playing Reed Richards. Oh, and Javier Bardem is reportedly playing to play Galactus. I think he's just going to do the voice of Galactus. I think it was. Anyways, when I have doubts about such immense, okay, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to go, hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, because I wanted to, Fantastic Four is supposed to start production in spring 2024 at Pinewood Studios in London. Its theatrical release date is set for May 2nd, 2025 as part of Phase 5 of the MCU and the Multiverse Saga. And that's all I want to read about this, but I just want to say one more thing about this. Okay. So I think that whoever they cast, first off, should be a man. Second off, if you remember from the Fantastic Four movie that was the Rise of the Silver Surfer, they had Doug Jones actually do the physical stuff for the Silver Surfer, and then they just CGI'd over what you see on the screen here. And then when it came to his voice, Lawrence Fishburne, he voiced the character. I thought that was very good. And I think that that's what they should do going forward with this character when it comes to, because I'm sorry, Silver Surfer looked good in that Fantastic Four movie with Jessica Alba and such. But I just don't like it being a woman. And I know you're going to be like, you're misogynist and you're sexist. And I say, I don't care if you think I'm a sexist or I'm a misogynist, as long as you think I'm thin. That's all I care about. But as terms of this go, that's what I want. I want Norin Rad, not Nora Rad. I want it to be a man. And that's just the end of this conversation for me personally. I don't want a female to play Silver Surfer. If they change it to Nova, I'll be fine with that. If they change it to Nova, I would be fine with it if they changed it to Nova and then they totally skipped Silver Surfer. But because if you're not going to bring him in and have his story the way it is, then I don't want it. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I have a feeling that Anya Taylor-Joy is not going to be Silver the whole time if she's cast as Silver Surfer. I have a feeling that she's going to be able to switch over to her Anya Taylor. Like, she's going to go from this look right here over to this look I have underneath. Like, she's just going to be able to switch back and forth. And Daddy is not interested in that at all. But as soon as I saw this concept art that's below me, I was just like, oh, that's what they're going to do. And she's going to be able to, like, almost like Mystique from the X-Men movies. She's going to be able to, like, shift into it and everything. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not interested in that at all. All right, you guys, that was my final story of the week. But tell me, what do you guys think about this? All this stuff, all these stories and everything. How do you feel about Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan coming back for a Karate Kid movie? I am down with the sickness for this, you guys. I think it's gonna be so good. I'm already like championing this movie because I'm like, who's gonna be the new kid and everything, and what's gonna be his struggle or her struggle. But I'm excited for it. I really hope Hilary Swank comes back. That's I think what's if you were in a movie, you got to come back. You have to. You just have to. It's so good. But tell me what you guys think about that. How do you guys feel about Dave Filoni getting bumped up? Even though I personally just think that and he's such a dick to fans. I'm sorry. I don't think he likes Star Wars anymore. I don't think he likes the Star Wars fandom. I think that he's just in it for the paycheck, and he's making Star Wars whatever he wants. He's like Kathleen Kennedy. He says, fuck you fans. And, I honestly hope his Star Wars and her Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy's going to renew her contract. I bet you, which is a bad decision, but what are you going to do? We don't make these decisions. We just sit back and watch them crash and burn, Lucasfilm. I'm okay with it. And then finally, you guys, tell me, what do you guys think about this rumor that Anya Taylor-Joy is going to be playing Silver Surfer? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is a bad idea? How do you feel about Silver Surfer possibly being? All of this is rumor. None of this is fact or anything. Nothing's been confirmed, but something tells me that this is what's going to happen. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not down. And if it does happen, I'm not seeing this movie in theaters. I'm telling you right now. But we'll see how this turns out and everything. But tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next week on my weekend review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my weekend review.